share your shit on Discord right quick so I can hear the music in the background. Damn, so I ain't trying to be here, goddamn silence.
But my shit is being shared. What do you mean, man?
Beep beep beepity beep bop blibbity beep bop blibbity bop. Yo, 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 yo.
Is anybody there?
Yo, 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 yo. Let me see.
How y'all feeling right now about Euphoria, man? How y'all feeling about push-ups, man? What's the vibes like? Alright. Back to regular scheduled program. Back to regular scheduled program. Okay. Hey, somebody said something. Can y'all hear us?
Anyone up in the chat, get active with us. Yay or nay?
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 Is this game fucking trash? This shit is ass. I want to take it back.
You're cut, nigga. Get off the stage.
What'd you say?
Anyways,
Goodness.
let's go ahead and talk, man. So, let me see. I'm trying to see if this overlay would go away. Let me see. Bro, I know I just... What up, chat? What up, chat?
Hell, yo. What's that bars? I was just bullshit.
Man, stop trying to gas this dude up, man.
Maybe I should be in the big three. Nah, we just.
Alright. Dang, the overlay is still showing, but I gotta get the hang of this, man. Come on, Q. Come on. What are you doing? Alright. So, boom. And then boom. That's gotta be it.
Shit, we got some people piling on up in here. You got 12 people watching. Shit, hey, y'all get active with us in the chat.
Hey, stop! You're applying too much pressure, man. I'm trying to get it working, man.
Get active. Nah.
Anyways, all right. So it appears that 2K has went ahead and hired a familiar face. No other than Cornell. You know, Cornell previously before this, he was more so like a 2K influencer. He was featured in the 2K Showdown series. You would see him a lot playing the game, playing online and all that. So yeah. One thing obviously that's appreciated is he was speaking up. I'll give him that. Despite all the game's problems, he was one of the few that was speaking up, so I'll give him credit for that. So this is what he has to say. We've landed. Blessed to let y'all know I've accepted a position with the WWE2K dev team. We're going back to the beginning for me, back into game development. I love this video game so damn much, LOL. I love the entire team at VC, if you don't know, obviously Visual Concepts. I want to retire here. Do ya, Cornell? Don't get no ideas, okay, y'all? Jokes. Thank you to my VC family for the opportunity. I can't wait to get started. The countdown begins. So, with this being said, he is an official developer. He will be sitting next to Brian Williams. And obviously, you know, the 2K24 development cycle is over, so he's probably, you know, not going to get in motion until 2K25. But I'm curious, how is this going to go? Because like I said, the important piece in this is that he actually plays the game. Because that's been a big problem with this. I feel like a lot of individuals that work on these games don't actually play these games. They always come out a glitch-filled, buggy-ass mess every single year, bruh. Every single year, the same problems.
Buggy.
Every single year, bruh. So having somebody on this team who actually plays this game, that is amazing. That's great. And especially somebody that plays online. Because when you play online, you can really get to see the flaws that this game has. Tell me I'm lying, chat.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
No CM Punk.
I feel like it's about time we got somebody on the development staff that actually plays this game on and offline. So I feel like, me personally, I feel like having someone like that on the team, because I do feel like there's no one else on that team that actually plays this game thoroughly after it releases to the general public. Now that we actually have somebody on board, my standards, my expectations are up. And I really got my eye on you. Really, really do, Cornell. So I'm fully expecting 2K25 to come with less bullshit.
And all right, I will say this. We're gonna definitely be keeping a close eye on this, but I will say, what you want to do? You want to say like stretch it out so probably 2K. Whoa, pause on the stretch. Whoa, no Diddy. But anyways, like I was saying, relax, guy. Do you want to give it until 2K26, or should we just automatically go full-fledged in 2K25? Like, what would you say?
Nah, I'm going 25. If he's on the team, if he's on the team now, it's not like, but the game has been out for what? Not even almost 2 months. So they should be pretty early on 2K25's development process. So that means to me that you have more than enough time to go ahead and get up in there. I don't care. I don't want to hear all that. Well, he just started. He's learning the ropes. He's nah, fuck that.
I mean,
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Is maybe 2026, but I feel like you have a good amount of time, and I'm pretty sure if he's on the team, he has some form of knowledge already, right? I would think so. I don't think they would have brought him onto the team if he knew jack shit. So he knows something of what he's doing to be on this team. So therefore, I feel like you should be able to look at all the bullshit, all the bugs, things that just aren't right with the game, and you should be able to have an opinion and have some kind of reign to do what you feel like is important. If he becomes a big part of this development team, but we still get the same product, that's going to automatically make me feel like 2K is kind of, you know what I'm saying, handcuffing him a little bit. But like I said, we're going to see what happens.
Yeah, that's another thing too. When it comes to handcuffing, I definitely want to talk about that too. Definitely want to talk about that. So there used to be a page, for those of y'all who've been around the community, there used to be a page called WWE2K Dev. What I would like to know is this page going to forever be extinct, or will Cornell have a chance to take over this page? Because when you really look at it, the community really has nobody to talk to. The community has nobody to talk to, bruh. Nobody. I mean, the reason why I mentioned the 2K dev page is because Cornell was kind of somebody to talk to. Because they said, let me just pull it up for y'all. All right, here we go. There we go. This is it right here. So, as you can see, this is the WWE2K dev page. It's not active anymore, but they had a dev page. So, obviously, it's going bye-bye. It's nowhere. It's not here anymore. But this is the last message. It says, WWE2K dev, head to WWE Games channels for future WWE 2K dev updates. Now, my problem with this is you're trying to guide people to the main WWE Games page when you know damn well they're not going to be talking to the community. The most they'll do is probably give you a thumbs up, give you an emoji reaction. They're not going to be talking actively with the community. They're not going to. All these bugs and glitches that people have, all these problems with the game, they're not going to be talking to us.
But
go ahead.
You'll be able to talk to 2K support.
Because it's like, let's go ahead and go on this page right now. If you go on this page, I don't know. Not want to get copyrighted. But if you go on this page, what is the first thing you see? You go on this page, the first thing you see is my faction. This page does nothing. This page does really nothing for the game except be a hub for my faction. That's literally all this page is. The most this page does is they post the trailer when the game is about to release. They do the little marketing thing, and then after that, this official WWE Games page is nothing more than a hub for my faction. It's nothing more than that. So why are we guiding people to this page? In my opinion, what you should do is you should reactivate the 2K dev page, and you should let Cornell take over that page. Because I would much rather have somebody that I know is an actual real human than compared to the WWE 2K support page, or should I say 2K support page, where it's most likely a bot. And then you get met with a support ticket. Oh, put in a ticket. That's not really telling me much, bruh. I want somebody who, when there's an issue, somebody's gonna come out and be like, hey, I hear you, I got you. Oh, there's this problem, there's that problem. Okay, we hear you, we got you. That's what we want. The community right now is we need clarity. Because, I mean, right now, folks, we had patch 1.05. It did absolutely nothing for the game. We had patch 1.06. It did nothing for the game but make the game worse. But like I said, we have nobody to talk to. So, like I said, 2K25, in my personal opinion, this is my opinion. Y'all might disagree, but I believe that Cornell should take over that dev page, or they should make a brand new page. Or let Cornell, be the main spokesman on his main page. Just let him do what he's been doing.
And not to mention, will 2K allow him to do that? Does 2K allow anybody to actually be real communicative with the community? Because that's one of the biggest complaints. There's a lack of communication, which is why what he just said just then needs to be a thing 100%. Communication is key. The game has been out for almost 2 months now. It's full of bugs and glitches. seems like with each patch, the game is getting worse, which seems to be a cycle every year. And they don't talk about it. They don't say shit about it. Like, I kind of feel like to some degree, now this could be a stretch, but I'm kind of feeling like 2K24 is probably the most neglected game that we've gotten from 2K since at least 2K20. Because 2K23, yeah, it was still fucked up, but I feel like we got a little bit more patches, and the game wasn't as fucked up. So it was fucked up, but this game is worse by a long shot. And we're not getting no communication and things, you know what I'm saying? So you really can't even argue with me that this is not the most, I can't even talk. You can't argue me that this is not the most neglected game since 2K20. That's how I'm starting to feel right now, especially when it comes to these servers. These servers are terrible. Like,
and it's
that's
like,
crazy.
And it's like, man, the main reason why we talk about things like this because we want to get out of this bubble of just bad, mediocre, or tolerable WWE games. I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I want a game that I could actually pick up and I could feel like it's one of the best games I've ever played. Not just best wrestling games, but one of the best games I've ever played. Okay, so let's have a look at this. This is Metacritic, as you know. This is basically the grading system for most video games or all video games. The website that most people go to is Metacritic. So they judge by two things. This is the Metascore, which is all the companies like IGN, GameSpot, all those more so mainstream journalist companies. And this is the user score. This is us right here. So this is them and this is us. This is what you need to focus on right here. So we got a 6.8. WWE 2K24 got a 6.8. A 6.8. That means we're average. It's an average WWE game. And we've been hovering between, 4s, 5s, 6s. We've been hovering around this range all the way back to 2K15. When was the last time we've been here in the green when it comes to a user score? Because when we're here in the green, this means that the game over-delivered, that it exceeded expectations. When was the last time a WWE game was here in the green? When was the last time? Because if we go back and we look at a game like SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, look at this. It got an 85 Metascore. Now look at the user score. The user score is what I said matters the most because that's us. That's coming from the consumer. It got a 9.0. It got a 9. And it's in the green. That means that the community was satisfied with this WWE game.
Let's look up 2K23. Let's go down this rabbit hole just a little bit.
2K23? Once again.
7. Damn. So how? Explain to me how is, granted the game has only been out for almost 2 months, so you know what I'm saying? This game might creep up to that by the time the cycle is over, but as it stands right now, how is 2K23 doing better? Interesting. Now let's look at 2K22 right quick. We're gonna take you guys down a rabbit hole. So let's see what we got for 22. Ooh. Oh my goodness. So all right. So it looks like these last 3 games, each game, bruh. So how 23 was slightly better. It's decreasing. It's literally decreasing year by year now.
You don't want me to go to that previous game. You don't want me to go to that previous game.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
You don't want me to go to that
greatest.
You don't want me to go to that previous game.
Let's have a look at the greatest wrestling game that 2K has presented.
I'm shaking right now. I'm shaking right now about to look. I'm shaking right now. My hands, my legs are shaking right now trying to look this shit up.
What? Is my laptop gonna crash when you pull this shit up?
Oh man! Woo!
Oh my goodness!
Woo!
Oh my god! I might gotta take a sip to this one. Holy shit, boy! Damn! God damn! That shit almost put y'all out of business.
Man,
Man, but we all know what's up with that. That's to be expected. Let's take a look at 2K19 now. So let's have a look.
2K19 might have the best score, to be honest.
Let's see what's been which one has had the best user score.
Oh, never mind. I stand corrected. Never mind. I stand corrected.
Hold up. Let me see. 2K19 6.4. Pull up 22. Pull up 24 right now. Damn.
That's crazy.
So that. So you telling me 2K22 had the highest user score out of all these games since they've had it?
Interesting.
And to be honest, the only reason 2K22 even got that was literally because it was their next project after they dropped the worst wrestling game of all time. So like, I don't even want to give that credit because like they didn't have a choice, or they were going to be out of the door. So it was like that's the only reason they got that was because it was a big update from 2K20 because that game was a massive failure. That's just crazy to me. Oh shit!
Good point. And that's
for some reason, huh?
Like it doesn't make any sense, bro. How does 2K22 have a higher user score than 2K24? It's like
really, come on now.
It's like
but they're improving.
It's like when you go online and it's just like you see the way these lobbies deteriorate and shrink down every single minute, every single hour. Like we just showed y'all not too long ago. We went online and there was one lobby up. Like, man, that is sad, bro. That is depressing. It's like more and more individuals are like, you know what? I just can't do it anymore. My love for WWE games are gone. And I don't want that to get worse and worse and worse as time goes on. I want there to be more individuals coming to this game. I want there to be more eyes on this game. I want there to be individuals from all types of communities being like, oh man, you got to check out this new WWE game. They're actually doing shit the right way this time around. That's what I want to see.
Like, I don't want to hear no more excuses from anybody. It's like it's the same shit every year, the same problems, sometimes even fucking worse. And shout out my boy Assemble, because he seems to be the realest next maker that they have in the program. Like, he himself came out and said that 2K24 is more broken than 2K23. But
and that's crazy to say.
And there's a reason why 2K23 has a better user score than 2K24. But people will keep coming out here trying to say, "Oh, but 24 is a massive improvement." Where? There's a reason why this whole community is crying about these fucking patches. There's a reason why if you click under any post under 2K's Twitter, no matter what they post, go to the reply section, go to the comment section. All you're going to see are complaints. 2K24 is just not it right now. It's not that. It's not. But y'all stay tuned, because hopefully tomorrow we got a video for y'all too, for real, about this whole community and what y'all need to do. All I'm gonna say is that the way everybody came together for status doesn't need to end there, and I'm gonna leave it at that. We're gonna touch on that shit in the next video.
Yeah, most def. Cause it's like, if you look at this shit right here, like I said, their page is a hub for my faction. Let's go ahead and look at some of these comments, bro. What do you see? People were asking for updates. People were asking, can you fix this? Can you fix that? Hey, there's bugs. Hey, there's this. Fix universe mode. Fix the card limit. Everybody's talking about fix this, fix this, fix this, fix this, fix this. Everywhere. On and on and on. It never stops. It's like, bro, the only thing we want is a good No, fuck that. Never mind. The only thing we want is a great WWE game that we could sit here and we could play for the entirety of the year. Play out its entire cycle and get hyped for the next game, because this is literally all that happens every single year. This is what happens every single year. Literally, this is what happens. A game is dying down. And hey, quite frankly, this game in particular, 2K24, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen the community shift quicker off of this game than any WWE game so far, besides 2K20. And that's saying something, bro. Like, so a game dies down. Next thing you know, we're playing other games. We're talking about the next 2K. We're making wish lists. We're already moving on to the next game. We're doing all types of other content, like the evolution of the RKO, the evolution of the pedigree, playing every single SmackDown versus Raw game in one video. We're moving on to other content. Next thing you know, the next year is upon us. The Royal Rumble comes around. It's that time of year. I got to play WWE2K so-and-so early, whatever year it is. Everybody's asking, oh, what did you think? What did you think? Is it better than the last 2K? What did you think? They're subjected to a very small amount of content. They can only put out a certain amount of content. That's kind of getting people worried. It's kind of getting people nervous. Like, is that all you got? Can we see some more things? Because this is kind of reminding me of a previous 2K.
There's a reason why. We don't get to really see a lot of in-depth content about the game that's getting ready to release until it's damn near time for release date, because they know that it's the same shit. What do you think will happen if 2K showed the game deeply of what the game has to offer 6 months in advance? 4 months in advance, 2 months, 3 months in advance? What do you think will happen? But people are always making excuses. Oh, the game can be getting ready. They did it with 24, didn't they? Oh, the game's coming out in a month. You still got dudes in comment sections. Dude, it's the early build, man.
Yeah, that is true, community.
Like, come on now.
WGC, that is true. How many individuals are saying, oh, the game's not even out yet, bro? Bro, you just talking out of your ass. The game's not even out, bro. Give him a chance.
Dude, it's the early build, man. What are you talking about? Stop complaining. Obviously, the game's not out yet. There's still, what do you mean? The game comes out on fucking March 4th. It is goddamn February 3rd. Like,
so,
what?
So it is.
Early build. Hold up. My bad. There's a lot of y'all need to learn what the definition of an early build really means, because y'all throw that term around too loosely. If the game is coming out in a month, it's not early build. The game is practically done. They're just polishing up whatever is left that they want to touch upon. But the game is practically done. So whenever we're only a month away, 2 months away from release, do not ever say early build. If it was maybe 8 months away, you know what I'm saying? Like right now, 2K25, we all know right now that game is it's in development. This is if 2K25 dropped a video right now, that's early. That will be that's early build. That is early build. Not 3 weeks away from fucking release. So y'all have to really learn the difference and stop trying to use that as an excuse. I had to break it down for y'all because it seems like a lot of y'all don't know what that is, and you know who you are.
But yeah, like, talking about it's an early build this, it's an early build that, oh, the game's not even out yet, yada yada yada, and just basically trying to prevent individuals from criticizing the game. And we do this every single year. We're running in the same exact cycle every single year, running in a circle, running in the same cycle every single year. So it's January, Royal Rumble time. Everybody's playing the game early. Everybody wants answers, but nobody's really getting answers. And then we want to see more things. We want to see what the roster is like. We want to see what the DLC is like. We want to see more things. We want to see what the game modes are like. We want to see that you add any new weapons, anything new to the creations. We want to see more things, but we're not getting them. So then people start to get more concerned. They're like, man, I'm kind of getting nervous. They're not showing anything. I don't know, man. This doesn't look too good. That's all you got is an ambulance match. That's all you got for us. So then we fast forward. Here we go. They get up on their platform. They get up on the 2K page and start doing the mystery file stuff with the roster ratings. And I mean, in my honest opinion, it's entertainment. It's cool in that aspect, but when it comes to actually trying to figure out whether you spent your hard-earned money and invested it in a great purchase, you're not really getting much of that from a ratings reveal. Because especially if you buy a good edition or one of the more expensive editions that you can get, the accelerator, or what do they call it now?
Shit. Can't say the accelerator.
Yeah, that's what they used to call it. What do they call it now?
Isn't it damn, what is that shit called now? Damn, I cannot think of it.
He doesn't know.
Man, that's how you know I'm off this shit. Like
the supercharger. So yeah, like these ratings do nothing for individuals who already know that the edition they bought contains a supercharger. It does nothing for us, bro. Oh, so-and-so is a 91, so-and-so is an 88, so-and-so is a 76. This does nothing for us except cause controversy, letting us argue amongst each other and be like, this person should be an 81. This person should be. All it does is just gives 2K more time to stall. This does nothing for us, the consumer. It does nothing for us. Nothing. It gives them more.
Yeah, it's really true.
It gives them more time to stall. That's literally all it is. Because how many episodes did they come up with? How many videos did they come up with? And every reply was, okay, who cares? Okay, who cares? And then you'll have the other pack. Oh no, I'm gonna riot right now if they don't get an 85. It's like, bro, you can literally go into the game and boost it yourself. It's not a big deal. It'll be different if it was like, what's his name? If it was like Madden. It'd be different if it was like Madden, where when you adjust a rating and you try to get online, you can't do anything with that. You're stuck with that default rating. It'll be different if it was like that, but that's not the case. If you have the supercharger, you're good to go. And we just showed y'all a bypass to where they said, oh, you need an 85 overall or higher to get a resiliency. We just found a bypass past that. So really, all in all, your handicaps mean nothing. You can literally do anything you want.
Yeah, so like, if they don't drop a patch to correct people from being able to use resiliency anyway, then whatever time they put into the game to try to make that little feature addition to the game a thing was a waste of time. Just like he just said as well with the supercharger. What's the point of getting all uptight, bitching and moaning in the fucking comments and replies, getting on Twitter? Oh man, I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand. Like, if you're gonna speak from a general aspect, like, damn, generally speaking, this is how y'all feel about Randy Orton, he should be higher than that. But I'm not gonna be throwing a fit and complaining about a fucking overall if I know I'm gonna just buy the game and fucking get a supercharger for a couple of bucks and change that shit myself anyway. So what's the point of complaining? It doesn't make any sense. And like it's 2K always doing useless things. If y'all not gonna be on top of y'all shit and correct that patch, then what was the point of wasting time trying to make that addition to the game when you could have been putting that time towards something else a lot more important, like I don't know, fucking core gameplay?
That's true.
But leave it up to 2K.
Cause like, bruh, let me go back to the page, man. WWE 2K dev. Okay.
And as it stands right now, when it comes to fucking bugs and glitches, this seems to be the most bug-infested game yet since 2K20. So,
all right, let's go back to this page. Imagine if Cornell took over this page and we started getting these crazy ass updates way before the game even was supposed to launch. Like, let's say we started getting 2K25 updates in October. How crazy would that be? Granted, you're still in the midst of 2K24, I understand that, but you're halfway to 2K25. Just imagine that. Somebody asked, hey, what are you up to? And they had the screen right there and they just showed you, what's coming to 2K. Even if it's like a little 10 to 20 second video, just a little something. Showing us sneak peeks, getting us excited way before the game comes out. Imagine that. Each and every month we got something bigger and better. Just imagine that.
2K doesn't know what that means.
I'm just trying to put y'all on game. I'm just trying to put y'all on game, 2K. What will really get your community excited and not, get us worn out by the time your game launches, because that's really how this goes. If there was no what's the status, if there was no community creations, there really wouldn't be that much of a reason to get on this game. What's the status, the community creations, and universe mode, all in rotation. But if you take these things away, there's no reason to get on this game. And most individuals, we get the game and pretty much like, a month in, you're burnt out? If even that. A lot of people quit playing this game a weekend. And I'm not even exaggerating. A lot of people quit playing this game a weekend. So we got to find a way to prevent that. And that's all we're trying to figure out, is how different is this going to be leading up to 2K25 and beyond. Because when you add a critical piece, when you add a key piece to your team, like he said, we're not expecting perfection, but we're expecting greatness. We're expecting something better than the previous installment.
Yeah. Because like I said before, I don't want to give him, I would give him a little bit of time, but it's not like they're bringing in a fucking newbie. So it's like, and it's not like they're bringing him in 4 months before the game is releasing. We are in the very early stages of 2K25 right now, and you're bringing this guy in. So you have more than enough time to get this shit done. So yeah, I got the goddamn magnifying glasses on right now, waiting for 2K25 to come out. And I'm gonna be looking at this shit. I can't even talk. I'm going to be looking at it real hard, under the fucking scope, more than ever. Especially it's someone that actually plays this shit on and offline. So I would like to think, once again, that having someone on the team that actually is a fan of wrestling games, not named B-Will, who is trying to push my faction agenda, we should be seeing a much greater fucking game come out next year. That's just my opinion, but I don't have any faith in that happening. Sorry for being pessimistic.
And if you go on the visual concepts page, it seems like they have been on the hunt. They have been on the hunt. Look at this. They have been on the hunt. Look at all the positions available for 2K. And it's like, if you're hiring for all these positions, obviously this is going to, get the community thinking, okay, they're stepping it up a notch. They're taking it up a notch. So they're going to expect a better game. I'm just saying. Here's the most recent one. You're looking for an online software engineer. They're firing on all cylinders. But the question is, once all these positions get filled, how is the actual game going to turn out? That's the question.
Will it be better or worse than 2K24?
My point. Are the servers actually going to be stable? Like, you're hiring for all these positions, but what improvements are really being made to these games?
And they gotta stop this fucking whole thing with we'll get a patch per DLC.
That's another thing too.
They gotta cut it out.
That's another thing too. And people are burnt out when everybody just talking about the DLC. DLC. Everybody's waiting on the DLC. That's how you know everybody's burnt out. We're just waiting on the DLC.
Fallburn in the chat, I spoke on that earlier. He said, I wonder if creative differences with the leaders will stop the stuff Cornell wants. I spoke on that earlier, and I was like, with Cornell coming into the team, are they going to handcuff him with what he really wants to bring to the table? Because 2K, they're kind of stuck in their ways. That's another reason why Ukes left them in the first place, because they were holding Ukes back. They weren't really taking Ukes' ideas, creative input to go into the game. For those that don't know the story, go look it up.
That's really the key problem here. It's like, okay, you're interested in all these positions, and now that you're filling these positions, what's next? Because what you're also doing in this act is you're taking individuals, you're basically taking individuals' freedom away. You're basically doing that. I mean, yeah, you get a pay upgrade, you get a pay bump. You're getting more money than what you were previously doing, at 2K. But I'm just saying, when it comes to the game, when it comes to satisfying the consumer, what are we really doing? Because we said this ages ago when they hired back B Will. When they hired back B Will, we were all curious, what's gonna happen? What's next? How is the next 2K gonna be like? And oh shit, there goes a motherfucking ad. But yeah, we were saying, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? Because B Will, we raved about him so much because he was a key part. He was responsible for being on the team with some of the greatest WWE games that we've ever played in our entire lives. He was on those teams. A lot of us revert and we go back to 2K14. Guess what? B Will was a part of that team. So that's what we're trying to say. It's like, when you look ahead, what's really happening now? Are you actually letting them do what they want to do? Now, obviously, you're not the CEO. You can't just stomp all over the place and do what you want to do. I understand that. But when it comes to bringing key ideas to the table, when it comes to really trying to, make this game transcend and really take the shit to the next level, are they really being able to do that? How many ideas are getting thrown away? And how many ideas are being kept? I really want to know that. Because you're telling me,
go ahead.
Because you're telling me somebody that was a part of 2K14, somebody that was a part of these SmackDown vs. Raw games, you're telling me somebody that has played these great WWE games, they're satisfied with what we have now. I know damn well B Will knows that a lot more can be done. And like I said, this goes for Cornell too. You've played these games and you've watched the products. You've played the games. I know you know what these games need, brother. I know you know, but I'm just asking a question. When you actually step foot in that 2K building and you actually sit down and you're getting ready to go, you are officially a part of the 2K25 dev team. How much freedom, how much leeway are you actually going to have? Because it seems like 2K more so wants to focus on my faction more than anything. I'm not saying you have to get rid of the my faction mode completely, but when it comes to the actual core gameplay, when it comes to improving game modes all around, we need to be focused more on that. I'm just saying.
But 2K doesn't care about all that, because B Will himself even said on an interview right before the game came out or after the game came out, he said himself that people are really taking, my faction great. That people don't really like it. Basically what he said. And he was just like, well, I'm trying to change y'all's minds, man. I think this year you're gonna like what we did. That feat, no. People have been shitting on my faction ever since y'all introduced it. And they keep trying to push it into our faces when no one's liking it. Like it's literally like you at your family's house or some shit, and somebody's cooking up a fucking dish and they want you to eat. They're like, hey, I want you to try this, and you're like, all right, and I ain't fucking with that shit. That shit is disgusting. I don't give a fuck, man. Just eat it. Just eat it. Like that's what it is. No one likes it. It shouldn't be here, and it needs to go. And they're putting so much focus into a mode that has gotten negative feedback out the ass, and they keep putting focus into it, and it's taking away from other parts of the game that really needs that kind of attention. If they put as much focus as they do into my faction, into the overall game, the gameplay, and these goddamn patches, we wouldn't be having this talk right now. This video would not be here right now.
Oh yeah, because that's the thing, bro. We've told y'all over and over and over again, we would much rather be playing the game and providing crazy online content for y'all than coming up here every single week, every other week, and being like, oh man, 2K, oh man, AW, because we would much rather be providing content for y'all. But that's the thing. If the servers are broken 90% of the time and the game is all wanky, all janky, all fucked up year round, what do you expect us to do? I'm just saying. So I'ma just say this and then I'ma head out. So this was somebody who was previously on the team. His name is Patrick Gilmore. He did an Ask Me Anything. This was way back in 2K22. He fired off an Ask Me Anything on Reddit. All right. 10 to 12 p.m. and Ask Me Anything. So basically, you could ask about cause, you could ask about core gameplay, you could ask about game modes, you can ask about anything, and he'll answer it. So he tallied it up. You know, we had a bunch of results. I mean, looking back at it, I mean, I understand. That was back in 2K22. It's not like that was a decade ago. That was just a few years ago. But I'm just saying, how many of those things really got introduced?
And why were they even, you know what I'm saying, trying to be a bit more communicative with 2K22? Was because 2K20 was a fucking failure. That's the only reason. I've said it before, bro. 2K22 is so fucking bad to where they actually they told the next makers they could go ahead and talk about it, because 2K knew that game was going to be terrible. They got the green light. They got the permission to go out there and be real. Because how would it have looked if 2K put out 2K20 and all the next makers came out, oh yeah, this game is awesome, this game is great, when everyone knows that it's not? It would have made them look like a fucking joke. So therefore, we took that extra year off, and they came out 2K22, and that was their time to fucking, you know what I'm saying, redeem themselves. So we got millions of patches. Like I would pull that shit up right now. I swear I would. Like if you look at the patch notes for 2K22, that shit was bad crazy. We were getting patches every other fucking day, and I mean long ass big patches, back to back. Feedback back to back. And the only reason it was like that was because 20 bombed and they were really trying to redeem themselves. But after 2K20 came out, once that shit was over, and 2K23 came out, we went right back to the usual typical cycle every year. And people seem to always, no one seems to think about that.
Yeah. Damn, this was 2K22. That's a 39 gigabyte patch. Damn.
You see what I'm talking about?
Damn.
Like, come on now. That's what I'm saying. You will never see that again. You will never see one patch that size again. Like, that shit is crazy.
The game is like 75 gigs alone, so a 35 gigabyte patch, that is insane, bruh.
That's what I'm talking about. The only reason 2K22 got so many patches was because, like I said, they didn't have a choice but to come heavy with it, because they bombed badly. Imagine after 2K20, imagine if 22 would have came out and they treated how they treat 24 right now. 2K will probably not even have this license as we speak. They didn't have a choice but to put on their best behavior. That shit was nothing but an act. They did all that shit because they felt like they had to, because all the eyes was on them. Oh, 2K20 was the worst game ever, man. So everybody was looking at 2K22. They were under a fucking telescope. So they had to come hard. And now that shit is over, we're right back to typical 2K. You will never see patches like this roll out for another wrestling game under the 2K banner, unless they give us another 2K20. And if that happens, they're gone. And they ain't too far from it, to be honest with you. This 24 is is fucking garbage, bro. The patch, the bugs and glitches is absurd.
Oh yeah. That shit, man. But I really do think that once Cornell comes around, I hope, and hey, Cornell, I'm talking directly to you, bro. Please do not let them handcuff you, bro. I understand you got certain restrictions when it comes to because this is 2K is a corporate job, ladies and gentlemen. 2K is a corporate job, okay? It's a multi-billion-dollar gaming corporation. There's obviously going to be restrictions, obviously more restrictions than an average job, but yeah. But I'm talking directly to you, Cornell. Please see if you can talk to somebody in that building and let them let you continue to be the voice of reason. Let them let you continue to be a community spokesman. Let them let you continue to express yourself. Okay? Because we don't need a situation to where the game is just, hey, God forbid, but let's hope it doesn't come out like 2K24, patch 1.05 and patch 1.06, and everybody's like, Cornell. And then you gotta play Mr. Corporate and be like, I'm sorry, I can't answer that at that time. My bad. Move along. We do not need that, man. We do not need that. So please, that's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking is just please let them let you continue to be yourself, bro. And if
communicate with us,
communicate with us. And if there's any signs of things going left, anything going wrong, hey, make sure that you're vocal with the community. Because hey, Unsanctioned TV, I know we may come off as harsh sometimes, but believe me, I mean, y'all know we got the WGCs back. If there's any problems going on with you in 2K, we'll speak up for you. We will speak up for you, okay? We will. But yeah, man, I think that they should start this whole process over, He doesn't have to introduce himself because we already know who he is. You're Cornell. We know you, bro. But restart this process, Put up a poll every now and then. Be like, ask the community, what do you want? How can we improve this game? What do you need in order for 2K25 to be the best wrestling game ever? Things like that. When the game is out, check up on the community. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? What kind of patches do we need? What kind of fixing do we need? Because you're not going to get that from the WWE2K games page. You're not going to get that. So the only other individual to get that from is you, Cornell. I'm just saying. But with that being said, hey, much success to you, and hope everything goes great. And I'm gonna say this thing too. I'm gonna say this last thing too. Much success to you. I hope everything goes well. Congratulations on the 2K hire. And I'm gonna say this too. You're going to get a large influx of individuals coming at your neck. But please do not ball up in a corner. All right? Just make it right with the community. Just be transparent. Be more vocal. Communicate with the community, but do not surrender. Don't bow down and be like, oh, I just can't take it anymore. Oh, I just don't know what to do. Just talk with us. That's all we want is clarity. If there are problems that persist with this game, and you be like, look, we got y'all. Just like with the status situation, you were a key voice in that situation. You said, we hear y'all. We're working on it. Status will be free in due time. And what was everybody's response? Thank you, Cornell. Thank you. We appreciate you. Because the official WWE games page, they weren't saying that. That was all you. That was you. You're doing 2 times the work that they're doing. I'm just saying, bro. So when you start to get more engagement, when you start to get more traffic on your page, please, let's keep it cordial. Hey, there might be some unfriendly things like death threats. Those are the crazy people. We're not gonna do that. There might be some crazy death threats in there. There might be a lot of shit you might get, brother. It's gonna be a lot of stuff you might get. But let's try to weed out all that, and let's just focus on the good things. And the individuals who are actually trying to, come correct, like us, and just letting you know what needs to be done. Just focus on that. Don't stay locked in on those death threats. Stay locked in on this, and you'll be alright. Because a lot of people look at Unsanctioned TV like this evil ass channel, like we just hate the world, like we just hate everything. We just hate everybody's guts, like we just despise everybody. But that's not the case. Because y'all notice that anytime you just saw us with the wrestling code going crazy over King Kong Bundy, anytime that a company does something great, we're gonna give it praise. But anytime that a company does something, that we don't agree with, something we view as shady, we're gonna call y'all out. It's simple as that. We don't favor any company. There is no particular side that we're on. We call everything down the middle. So yeah, there's that.
All I'm going to say is do the best work you can and make sure you get as much as your input and creative input, and make sure that input goes into the game, into 2K25. Make sure it happens, at least most of it, at least some of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, and let's get that core gameplay right, man, and let's get these servers on board. Something, please. We've been suffering over here. We've been suffering. We shelling out $120 every year for this game and can't even play it. That ain't right for us. That ain't right for nobody else. So that's all I gotta say. Just do us all a favor and stand on business, as they say these days.
Stand on business.
Business.
But
hey, man, you know what to do. You know exactly what to do. And if you can't do it, fucking leave and go work on somebody. Let me stop playing. But nah, for real, good luck. Congrats. And make your presence known in this fucking community. And that's all we ask. And let 2K25 be a much better product.
Thanks. But with that being said,
oh yeah, and communicate. Again.
That's the key. That's the key. Don't leave us in the dark, Cornell. Talk to us.
Don't wait until the game is 2 weeks away from release to actually start giving us, giving us videos and shit. Please don't do that again.
Yeah,
that's probably what happened regardless.
But yeah, all jokes aside, man, like we said, congratulations. And hey, let your presence be known. Keep this shit 100. Communicate. And that's all there is to it. But with that being said, hey, we got the @ in the thumbnail. If y'all want to just, give them a follow, give them a like, stay tapped in with the 2K25 news, and so on. And there's that. We'll see what they have to bring to the table with 2K25 in 2025. But don't expect anything till probably, January maybe?
Probably.
Yeah.
You know the usual.
Maybe January, but I'm not gonna lie. If they drop something early, that'll be even better. Because the key thing with this is, like we said, making a better product, making a better game than your previous installment, and making a game that can make us forget about the flaws of the previous game. That's the key. Because every time we go up again, we don't want to feel like we're playing the previous game. 2K23 felt too much like 2K22. 2K24 feels too much like 2K23. And we don't want that. Like I said, we're not asking for a perfect game. We're not asking for a perfect game. We're not asking you to just grab everything from Here Comes the Pain and place it into these new games. But all we're saying is, hey, you can grab things from the older games, but do it your own way. Spice it up. Put some flavor on it. and let's try to make this into a wrestling game, not a boxing game, not an MMA game, but a wrestling game.
Please. Get rid of these stupid ass combos. Get rid of these all this shadow boxing. Get rid of all these fucking magical paybacks. It doesn't need to be in the game. We don't need it in the game. I'll say it one more time. Shadow boxing needs to go. Combos needs to go. Magic fucking payback so you can make somebody levitate like this is fucking Mortal Kombat. Ermac and shit needs to go. Please. That needs to go ASAP. That's just 3 things that needs to go. 3 or 4. But will it happen? We'll see.
That's all there is to it. Ain't nothing we can do but just see. But
hey, also it's not gonna happen if no one says anything as a whole.
And we'll get to that tomorrow. But how y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling? Whoa, wolf mode. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You good over there, wolf mode?
All right. Shit, we probably finna roll out in a minute. Anybody that's viewing, if y'all got anything y'all want to say right quick, any questions y'all want to ask, let it be known before we go ahead and hop off this live. If not, we finna check up out of here.
Anything. Y'all got a question? Y'all can ask anything. Anything. Yeah, I said what you said. He didn't even add a no diddy. He didn't even add a pause. Nothing. Nani?
I think he meant it.
Did you mean that, wolf mode? Y'all got anything? That's gonna be the last comment. That's gonna be the last comment. We gonna leave off that.
Keep your foot on the neck. Good work, y'all. Hell yeah. Man said, let's talk about submission gameplay.
Oh, trust me. We're gonna get to that tomorrow. Trust me. We're gonna get to all that tomorrow. This is more so just a welcome to Cornell and like being more tapped in with the community. That's what this more so was. But tomorrow we're gonna get more into the gameplay side of things and all that. Trust me. We'll get into that tomorrow.
Now I don't care about the here comes the pain nostalgia. I want my wrestling game to actually feel like a wrestling game. I want they always say, "Oh, we want to replicate what we see on television," but then they're not really doing that. Really, not really. Maybe little doses, but they're not really doing that. I've said it multiple times now. How come limb targeting is pointless? Make limb targeting actually mean something in a match. If I'm working on your leg, that should affect you in a match. If you go to pick me up and try to hit me with a finisher that requires you to actually pick me up and hold me, let your leg give the fuck out. But it happens at random, so you never know when it's going to happen. That alone would change the gameplay a big part because then that makes your matches more unpredictable. If somebody's been coming at you working on your leg, and you know your finisher is going to insist of you picking this dude up, now in the back of your mind, you're going to be like, damn, I really hope my legs don't give out. Like that alone can change the gameplay in a big way. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like small things like that. You crawling to the rope and getting a rope break and then fucking the dude can ignore the count and just either get disqualified at the 5 count or he can release it whatever he want. Let that be a thing. That actually was a thing at one point in time. But
all right, you're saying too much. Yeah, you're saying too much. Let's say this in the next video. Let's just say this in the next video.
Nah, that video is mostly about fucking.
Watch your language. Watch your language. Nah.
Hey. Nah, that's more so the community, but gameplay wise, man. There's a lot they can do with the actual gameplay. It doesn't need to be a nostalgia. There's things that they could put in the game that has not been done before yet.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that tomorrow, man. But yeah, like it's not necessarily just like nostalgia, bro. Like we don't. Like I said, it's cool to bring things back from the old game, but it doesn't necessarily have to be nostalgia. Like although I miss a lot of these things, you could literally implement a lot of new things that can outlast the old things. I'm not saying that I'm not going to have any nostalgia anymore, but you can make me be like, damn, we never had anything like this. This is great. You can make me not want to go back to these games quite often. I'm
He
just
said
saying.
loaded. What up, loaded? He said I was right about the casket and ambulance being lazy as fuck, and now nobody talks about it anymore. I only played casket match once and never played it because they using the submission system was garbage and lazy. Yeah, I actually forgot to bring that up too. Like, oh, we have new match types. We have new match types, but they didn't even go out. They didn't even try to be unique about it.
Exactly.
So why would I play a casket match or an ambulance match? Why would I care to do those two matches when they both are theoretically the same? You're just putting one person in the casket in one match, and the other match you're putting them in a fucking ambulance. But everything about it is the exact fucking same. So therefore, to be honest, you only put one match in the fucking game. Like, bro, let's be real about it. It's just a different prop. So like, it's laziness. But everybody be like, well, at least they put a new match in the game. We got 4 new matches. But like he said before, like we just said, what's the point of adding an ambulance match and a casket match if the way to fucking, you know what I'm saying, actually beat your opponent is damn near, if not the exact fucking same method. There's nothing unique about either match type.
Yep.
But people will try to be like, well, at least they put it in the game. But no one who gives a fuck. How many people do you see playing those match types right now? Who's talking about it? People just got excited because it was something new, but that died off fast and in a hurry because they failed to actually make those match types stand out and be unique. They're lazy. They don't give a fuck. They're not real wrestling fans. An actual wrestling fan of a game would have found a way to be unique about those match types and made that shit stand out.
And that's what this video is for. That's what we're so curious about, because when you get somebody who actually watches the product weekly, who actually knows, what's going on in the world of WWE, somebody that has been playing these WWE games for quite a long time, that's where it gets interesting. Because I feel like I said earlier, I feel like a lot of, or the majority of these individuals on this team, they're only working on the game, but they don't play the game. They can't tell you any wrestler besides probably Stone Cold Steve Austin. They don't watch the product. They don't even know anything about it. I mean, look at,
Special referee 1v1 is lazy.
like, bruh.
1v1 only. Yeah, it's just lazy too, and I don't want to hear. Oh, well, they just put it in the game. They'll probably add. Though you can probably do it with more dudes in the ring next year. Nah, that's no. It's just no excuses. No excuses. If you can put all these goddamn different variants of a fucking gauntlet match in your game, then there's no reason that's why special guest referee you can only do 1v1 matches. You could have easily added a special guest for triple threats, fatal four ways, tag team matches. Like I said, bro, look how many fucking different variants of a gauntlet match did they put in the fucking game? You telling me you can do all that, like fucking 40 different versions of a gauntlet match, but you can't put a few extra dudes in the ring with a fucking special guest for tag team and triple threats and fatal four ways? That's crazy. So yeah, they're lazy. You have lazy developers who are only doing the bare minimum to get by, overcharge for a broken game, and collect it back, and constantly throw my faction in your face.
What 2K does to us every single year. What Logan Paul did to JD McDonough. This is what they do to us every single year.
Yeah, I'm sure 2K does not understand their own game. They don't even know what's going. They don't even know what the fuck is going on half of the time because they don't already play it. Shit is nothing but a money grab for these dudes. And that's why I want 2K to drop the license and let the license go into people that actually give a damn and have a passion for wrestling. Because it's clear as day, they don't have a passion for none of this shit. Like I said before, there's a reason why Ukes tried to back the fuck out all them years ago. They're trying to they try to handcuff people and only because they don't want to put that extra work in. Oh, they're gonna buy it anyway, so I do all that. They're gonna buy it regardless. We're gonna get our money. So when someone's coming in trying to really make them fucking work, they're gonna see it as a fucking problem. There's a reason why 2K16 through 19 felt the exact same. And then when Ukes left, 2K20 was fucking bombed completely. And now that And now 2K23, I said through, holy shit. 2K22, well, it is through. Honestly, it's fucking garbage. 2K22, all the way to 24, feels the exact fucking same, just a little bit more polished. These dudes don't have, them dudes don't care. They don't have the passion to really put the work in. They feed off of the shills, and that's it. They don't care about people that actually have common sense. They don't like that shit. But don't be surprised when 2K25 comes out and they're gonna charge you $120 for it, and the game's gonna come out and they're gonna need a patch just as big as the goddamn game to fix itself.
Nah, you're being too generous. We're not getting a patch of that size.
What? Of course not. No, but overall, as the game progresses, as we get patches throughout the time, it's gonna equal out to be, about more than the goddamn game itself.
But with that being said,
shit, as many patches as 2K needs, that shit is for that's a whole new game.
We'll touch back on this
shit.
We'll touch back on this shit tomorrow. Like we said, man, we're just tired, bro.
He said, what can be done to make a yearly game feel different? Imagine a scenario where we have practically everything already. Man, a lot can be done to make the game so different. I don't know if you watched the other video, but we're getting ready to leave it. We check out in a minute. But yeah, what can be done differently to make shit? There's a lot that can be done differently, and I'm going to forever say this shit. And now I'm going to pull the. Now I'm about to pull the nostalgia shit on you. SmackDown versus Raw 2006, 7, 08. Those games did not feel the exact same. And those games came out on a yearly basis. So, and that was done back in the day with less fucking technology. So, if games over fucking 20 years ago, over 10, 20 years ago, were coming out on an annual basis, and those games felt different from each one, how come we can't do that now? Twice the fucking technology, twice the money. There's no excuse for it. They don't give a fuck. And that's just that's the most simple way to possibly put it.
Patch came out. So oh boy. So patch 1.05 came out March 29th. When did patch 1.06 come out?
He said the SVR games were gimmicked year to year, 2008 being the worst.
So patch 1.06 came out 2 weeks ago.
Let me see.
Oh boy. So yeah, when's the next DLC?
Shit, sometime next month.
All right, let's see how long we have to wait. May 15th. June 26th.
No, it doesn't need to be a yearly game. If they're gonna practically put out the same shit every year, they might as well just not even do it. They just fucking drop a game, work on it for about 3 years, and then drop the next one.
Yo, this gap is insane, bro. They making you wait from July all the way till September, and then September all the way till November. Man, that gap is crazy.
Shit, I hope. Yeah, what was I about to say? What do you say? Visually, SVR 11 to 12 feels like the biggest difference. I have to go back and look at those two games visually.
I would say SVR 2006 on the PS2 to SVR 2007 on the Xbox 360. That leap, you want to talk about a leap graphically. That leap was insane. But hey, man, I'm actually excited for this pack. CM Punk, Bubble Rate. Damn, you get CM Punk, the Dudley Boy, Sandman, Terry Funk, rest in peace. You get a Paul Heyman manager card. Man. Okay. We'll see what's up May 15th. But with that being said, appreciate each and every one of y'all for popping out to the stream. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and obviously hit that bell to stay notified for each and every Unsanctioned TV upload or stream. Once again, appreciate each and every one of y'all for 1,000 subs, on pace for 2,000 in due time. But hey,
let's get that 2000 cracking. we gonna get there before you fucking know it. We gonna be there. That shit gonna be real sweet. I'm telling you.
appreciate
The
all
bigger
y'all.
this channel gets, the more real it's finna get in this community for everybody. Y'all gonna see some shit y'all have never seen, boy, in this community. I'm trying to tell y'all right now. But we appreciate y'all for coming out. Who's ever been there since the start of the stream to now. We appreciate that. Y'all stay tuned with us, that bell, because we definitely gonna be dropping some more shit. Hopefully tomorrow. So stay in tune for that because we got a mean ass video for y'all. This next video, you might want to be here for that. Not even a mic, you want to be here for that.
With that being said, like we said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the bell. Sensation TV. And we out here. One love. God bless. See you in the
The
next one.
pioneers.
The pioneers, the pioneers, the pioneers, the sayonara's. Get you. Nah, I'm joking.
The GOAT. Now let me stop playing.
The 2K goats.
Nah, but shit. We gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. Stay tuned.
We out here. Oh, damn. I forgot some. Damn, hold up.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
What's going on?
See some shit right quick. Hmm?
Huh?
Raggy?
Ready?
Okay. Yo, is this shit still live?
Are we still alive? Let's check out and let's find out if we're still alive.
Oh, I didn't even peep kick. Oh, shit. Yo, what up, Yijit Yaba 30 Yijit Baba 30. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not
Yeet,
laughing.
yeet,
I'm not
yeet.
laughing. I'm not laughing, bro. I'm not laughing,
I
bro.
don't even know what you're trying to say.
I'm not laughing, bro. I'm not laughing. But
What's
shout
going
out
on the kick side of things? How many people? What's up with that?
shout out to Yijit Baba 31 K and K Denim Wire. What the Nah, dude is wildin'. Boy said K and K Benham Wire K ML Yee. What the Alrighty then.
Let me
Well,
check this out.
appreciate you. I don't know what the fuck that means, but appreciate you. And
But
catch a dub. Appreciate you too for following the channel. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Hell yeah. I mean, we would love to sit right here and get some gameplay out for y'all, but these servers ain't shit right now. So mainly just gonna be us talking.
servers
Appreciate
ain't
you.
shit. Servers haven't been shit. Servers never be shit. The server. Nah, but shit. Hopefully, man. Us online players get some love for real soon. This next patch, we don't get no server update. Y'all, it's over. Y'all cook for that. That's gonna tell you everything. If we do not get a fucking server update with this next patch, that's gonna tell you everything you need to know.
What? All right, I just let him know in the chat. But all right, yeah, that's it. Hey, look at dude trolling the chat.
Oh yeah, Pete.
He said 2K servers are amazing. You just haters.
Yeah, you're right, man.
But
These
it's
servers are fucking dope. You know what? I'm gonna hop online right now, and I'm going to have a blast. I'm probably gonna play about maybe at least 30 matches real quick back to back. Couple of chambers, have a good time.
you don't want to do that. Your Xbox might explode.
What do you mean? These servers are practically impeccable.
But I Appreciate y'all for coming out at Sensation TV. And we out here. Peace.
Bitch.
Motherfucker.
How?
Alright, stop that. Cool. What the hell? There ain't no way this shit's still alive, bro. Quit playing with me, YouTube. Do a fall burn. Man, let me get out this motherfucker. Do a fall burn, bro.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, bro. I spend so much bread on this goddamn my faction. I save one check for myself and one check for my faction. You know what I'm saying? I hope you realize we're joking, MC. Now chill out, but you get smacked up, cooked up in this chat. Nah.
Hey, make sure, hey, D10, make sure you're here for the next stream because we're going to be talking about all of that, bro. The online, the gameplay, all of that. So make sure you're here for the next stream. But, hey, subscribe to the channel, like, hit the bell. We out here. Peace. Stop making me laugh, Fallburn. Or I'll come over there and RKO your ass.
Also, anyone that made it this far into the video, and whoever's watching this video when the shit gets published, let's get that hashtag fix your server shit going. Let's